Hey guys, welcome to day one of my weekly vlog. I decided this year I'm going to do Vlogmas and I got really excited about it, so I thought I would get a head start and work on a vlog for you guys for this week. Today is Tuesday. I didn't actually get any filming done yesterday, but I'm just gonna sit down for a little bit and work on my current main work in progress, which is my Cumulus Blouse by Petite. I've got maybe about 2.5 inches left to do on the body, and then I will do the I-cord bind off, which I am very excited about. I've still not done an I-cord bind off, so hopefully it does not require too much trial and error, but I am going to pluck away at this for a little bit and read my current book I'm working on, Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage. This is book 3 in this series. I think there's going to be more, but I don't really know. And I'm really enjoying it so far. If you like Western, rom-com-y, Elsie Silver, you'll like this. Hey guys, it is later now. It's about 10 o'clock and I have finally gotten my kids in their room, if not asleep. Probably not asleep. And I have showered, done my face care, got a snack and a cup of chamomile tea. Going to watch a little bit of Gilmore Girls. I have finished the original 7 seasons and am now watching A Year in the Life. I've already seen it before and I just don't like it. I don't like it. They don't answer anything. They leave you with so many questions still. Everybody looks so bad. It's just not what I had hoped it would be, when I'm still gonna watch it all the way through anyway because I want to see Jess again. I still don't know if I'm Team Logan or Team Jess. I like them both. So I'm going to try to get a couple more rounds done on my Cumulus Blouse. I did try it on and I will insert the footage over here of that. There's my pup. Say hi, Violet. And I think I've got about 2 inches left to do and then I'm going to be done with the body, and that is really exciting. I should be done in a couple of days. I should finish the body tomorrow, but I don't know how long the I-cord edging will take me because I've not done it before. I'm gonna need to watch a few YouTube videos, but I will get started on Gilmore Girls so I don't stay up too terribly late. But at least for me, I have a very hard time actually going to bed once I finally get my kids in bed, no matter how tired I am, because the house is quiet. I want to enjoy that. I want the alone time. I want to decompress. But then I stay up too late and then my kids wake up early and I hate myself. Wash, rinse, repeat. Hey, it is Tuesday afternoon, the real Tuesday, not the Tuesday I thought yesterday was. When your husband works over the weekend, it messes up your whole sense of what day of the week it is. It was a mess. My brain could not compute. Brain could not compute. So yesterday I got from here to here done on my Cumulus Blouse. I have hit 20 inches in length, and for the size 3 that I am knitting, it calls for 22 3/4 inch before doing the I-cord bind off. So I need to do about another 2 3/4 inches before I can do the bind off to follow the pattern. I'm going back and forth on how long I want to make it, if I want to bind it off any sooner than that, or if I want to follow the pattern and do the 22 3/4 inches, which I do typically like to follow the pattern true to the pattern for the first time. And if I want to make any changes, I would either make it again, or say I want to shorten it a little bit, I could always undo the I-cord and take it back a couple of inches, which I would hate to do, but it's an option. I have tried it on and I do like the length, but especially through the winter, even with high-waisted pants, I feel like I need something at least 21 inches, or I'm going to feel like I'm getting drafts all up my back, and that's not a pleasant feeling for living in northern PA. I really hope the camera doesn't jostle around. My kittens are playing on my bed right now. I think they might have jostled it a bit. Oh, kitties. But I did not get any knitting done this morning, which was disappointing. But I wound up having to take my dog to the vet. She's almost a year old and she's been having such allergies and skin issues that I have to take her every few months for a allergy shot, which I hate doing. It's expensive, and I hate that I can't just figure out what the issue is and fix it and have to medicate her. So if anyone has any tips for their allergy pups and what's helped, we're probably going to be doing some allergy testing in the new year and see if we can avoid her irritants, because she's born in December, so she's 11 months old now. Really sweet Australian Shepherd. You probably saw her in my videos last night on the couch in the background. She always has to come up and snuggle every chance she gets. She's a good girl. I just hate that she's got such skin issues. That's no fun for anybody. No fun for her and no fun for my wallet. So I'm hoping in the new year to be able to get some testing done and figure out what's going on and hopefully fix it for her. My kittens have the zoomies right now. I have 2 13-week-old kittens, and they pretty much spend most of the day in my bedroom because they don't like our dogs yet. So they tend to hide in my bedroom, and they get bursts of energy and will terrorize each other all through the bedroom. It's hilarious. I'm still working on the same book as yesterday, but I am getting there. More than halfway now. Hey guys, just a quick update. I realized I haven't actually spoken on the vlog at all today yet. I can't seem to find my tripod, so I'm going to try really hard to hold my camera nice and still. So hopefully I don't make you guys seasick. I have bound off the body of my Cumulus Blouse. This is my first time doing I-cord edging, and I feel like it came out so nicely. I was a little bit concerned because the pattern didn't say to go up a needle size or anything, and I was worried because I'm a really tight knitter that it would pull too tightly. So I gave it a quick steam block because it did look a little bit scrunched, but I can't really show you properly with one hand. But as you can see, it's nice and flat, and oh, it's just so beautiful. I am now obsessed with I-cord. So all I have left from the two balls I was using is this. So I don't even know if this would be enough to do the I-cord edging for the neck, but I'm tempted to try it and just do that next instead of picking up a sleeve. So we'll see. But I'm going to get working on this for a little bit. I made myself a cup of decaf vanilla chai latte by, I think it's Stash brand. I got a lot done. I got the bottom I-cord edging done. I still wonder if it's a little bit too cinched in, but I'm probably going to, I steam blocked it, and I'm probably going to obviously wet block it when it's all done and then see how it is. And if I have to undo it, I have to undo it, but I don't think it's too tight. And I've seen a lot of people say where they regretted not doing the built-in decreases in the I-cord edging on the bottom because after a little bit their bottom started flaring out, and I don't want that to happen. So if it's a little bit cinched in, it's probably fine, and I'm probably gonna wear it tucked in most of the time anyway. But I also got the neckline done. Oh, I love it so much. Now I did not steam block this at all, the neckline, so I will be excited to see that. Then I picked up the stitches for my left sleeve, and I'm hoping to make a lot of progress on that today. mess, so you'll have to excuse that. But if I only vlogged when I looked good, you wouldn't have very much footage. So this morning I have been busy, and I've been busy the last couple of days knitting as well. I just haven't popped on camera as much because my husband has been off work with Thanksgiving, and I just haven't had very much time to sit down and talk. Ken, my creaky chair. I need a new chair. But I have finished sleeve 1 of my Cumulus Blouse by Petite Knit, and I love it. I'm obsessed with I-cord bind off. I feel like this could look a bit neater at the join, but I'm hoping it looks a little bit better after blocking. So for the pattern for this, it says to knit 13 inches from the underarm and then do the bind off. I must have long arms because this is the second pattern in a row that I have had to take out the edging or the cuff and add on. I added on from here up total. So I added on that much, which I think that's about a little over 2 inches, a little over 2 inches, 2.5 inches total. So I'm just gonna have to be a lot more conscious of that in the future, so that way I can calculate that and change the decrease rate, so that way I don't wind up with an awkward looking sleeve. Like, I think this is gonna be fine, especially after blocking, but I just want to be more careful in the future. And then this morning I picked up for sleeve number 2, hoping to get that finished this weekend, but we shall see. And then just this morning, because I want to take this out with me this afternoon when I'm going to go hunting with my husband, which involves just sitting in a shanty, so like a little wooden enclosure with a propane heater, and not even noticing that it's only 20 degrees outside. And I will be knitting and maybe reading. I'm gonna bring my Kindle, we shall see, but it'll almost be like a little date because we hardly have any time where we are doing anything without our boys, so that'll be nice. But I wanted to share that I had just cast on my Oslo hat for my youngest again. I double checked like 4 times that I am using the proper size needles, 3.5 millimeter, which is US 4, because I knit this entire hat for him once already and realized I'd used the wrong needle size, and it wound up being like the extra large size, so that was devastating. But I wanted to share one of my cast on tips for like doing longer cast ons for like a sweater body or hat or just anything. I hate blindly casting on a ton of stitches and then counting back through, especially when you're doing 2 strands held together, so each stitch has 2 loops in it. I hate counting them individually, but I can count to 10 no problem while I'm casting on, place a stitch marker, count to 10, place a stitch marker, count to 10, and then I have a stitch marker placed at each interval of 10 stitches, and then I can just go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and I know this is 96 inches stitches for the size that I need for him. And this is so much easier and so much more seamless, and you can just pop them off as you stitch through and join in your first round. It is just so much easier. Like, this saves me because I get so mentally distracted while I'm trying to count my stitches that I wind up having to count like 6 times, and then even then I'm not entirely sure I've done it right. Like, this pattern is not a ribbed pattern, but it's particularly important that you cast on the right amount of stitches when you're doing a ribbed pattern, because you need the right interval to do the proper pattern repeats for, you know, your knit 1 purl 1s, knit 2 purl 2s, knit 1 purl 2s kind of pattern. And if you have the wrong amount of stitches, it's not going to work properly, and then you're kind of in a little bit of trouble. So I am just joining in the round here, and then I'm going to work on this, try to get like 2 rounds down on this just to make sure I've got everything set up right and I don't have to think about it when we go out later, and that'll be good. So hope you guys all had a very nice Thanksgiving if you're in the US, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend and got what you wanted to buy on Black Friday if you shopped. And let me know if you found any really good yarn sales. I did do some ordering. I'm thinking I might have to do a yarn haul video here soon, or maybe I'll just do it all in my acquisitions at the end of my next podcast. We shall see. But I've got to wrap up filming this over the weekend and then get that posted. So yeah, thanks for joining me. If you're knitting while you watch, let me know in the comments what you're working on. I get so much inspiration from seeing what everybody else is working on, and it helps me build my want to knit list. Thanks, guys.
Of each of these that I need to figure out what to do with. And so I've been scrolling through Instagram and Ravelry, and I think what I want to do is use this to make the champagne pullover by Sari Nordlund, which has just a ton of like lace and cable and beautiful texture. I think it would be really pretty. And I feel like since this yarn is just, it's a little cooler toned, and it's just, I don't want to use the word drab, but it's like a little more.
I know it's not exactly knitting related, but I do really enjoy sewing as well, and even have a small shop that I share about on my Instagram, which is Emma Larissa Blog. And I wanted to show you guys my favorite dress that I made this week. It is 100% linen, has a subtle v-neck, waist ties, inseam pockets, and buttons all the way down. I was just very happy with how this one turned out for one of my customers, and I thought I would take a minute to share it with you guys. And you can even see our little elf on the shelf hiding in my yarn behind me. She's all finished. Overall, I love this Cumulus blouse so much. I do worry a little bit that the bottom cinches in a little bit more than I would like, which I have seen a lot of people comment that they leave out because there's decreases built into the I-cord edging, and I have seen a lot of people say that they leave that out to prevent the cinching in. But then I've also seen where people say after like a year or so that they wish they had left it in because it flares out after it relaxes, and just has kind of like an outward flare, and I don't want that. But I also kind of wonder if maybe I would have preferred it if I'd made it a little bit longer. I really have my tripod. If I'd made it a little bit shorter, I meant, sorry. Like this is a little bit longer than I would typically wear. Maybe like an inch shorter would have been, oh yeah, I like that. Dang it. Yeah, I might be shortening this, but the majority of the time I will probably wear it tucked in. But so if I'm gonna wear it majority tucked in, do I really need to straighten it, shorten it? I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments if you think I should take it out an inch, maybe a little bit more. I mean, I don't want it to be cropped, but I don't want it to be like all the way through my hips. But I think I mentioned earlier in the vlog that I had to increase the arm length, which called for 13 inches from the underarm, which landed me about here, and it's a bracelet length sleeve, so I wound up adding quite a bit past the pattern suggestion. Starting to lose my lighting, but I just had to show you guys the finished Cumulus blouse, and I love it, and I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog, and I would really appreciate it if you liked the video, if you hit the like button. If you want to see what I'm working on next, hit the subscribe button. I'll have another video out for you next week. Thanks for being here.